Oh god, so sorry about the delay of me being a bit late for this, but welcome everyone to F2 Spain today, or Pain without the S. Pardon me, sorry, I've been very just got home, so apologies for that. Okay, so we have a few cars joining in quali. Sorry. Alright, so, sorry, it's giving me some minutes to clear myself up. Okay, so we are here at Spain today for the, I don't know what round it is, sorry. I'll see the Spanish Grand Prix, one of those tracks where the position does make a difference here, and the strategy is very key around here also. Obviously, currently, when I've joined, Ken is on a 16.6 on the softs, because I'm just going to get that up now. Yes, it goes in Wage-Not, Hassan, and then Matt. But the thing about this track is track limit is very deadly. Oh, this should be an interesting qualification. We should have no few drivers join in later in the session, like Wage-Not and all that. Not Wage-Not, Adam, sorry, of Libano. I'm going to get the points up right now while I wait for this, while I get this session sorted out. Again, apologies for being just a little bit late to this. It was just hectic to say the least. Okay, so I'll just quickly get the standings up before. As it looks like Matt is going to pit. I'm going to go keep the car on Sniper when he does his lap, the championship leader. Who's the second two, and it's purple, so he is beating the time currently of 10, 16.6 hopefully. Now he's got the tricky sector 3, keeps it in 4th, upshifts to 4th, to 5th, keeps it going into downshift twice, into 4th, just the tricky last few corners now. Keeps it rolling in 2nd, comes to the last corner now to set his first time this quali on the softs, coming to the line, it's a 16.3 for Sniper. As I speak, Sniper is the championship leader still, 155 points. He's 11 points clear of second place Ken. Obviously, so Ken could have a chance if he can keep his solid momentum going. Next behind, it was a Tapper who led the championship for quite a few rounds at the start, but unfortunately started losing out to the guys who got wins and second places. As Watini goes P5 on the mediums. So he looks like being the opposite stint to the guys ahead of him. Then RGB, who will not be racing unfortunately in his home race for his sports tournament. We have Sunset Beach Bar, who I don't know if he's racing today, I'll have to check. As Sunset will not be racing, sorry. I missed that, sorry. Connie, and then Libanow, Witinium, Liam, Wage-Not, Super Thomas, Jericho, who's not racing either today, the race victor, as yellow flags, I guess that's not, Witinio's out of fuel. Yolme, who's not racing today, Cohen's an F3 reserve, who races today. Yet again in the Ferrari today, though, alongside Witinio. Is that a tap? Yeah, Tapper's just about to finish his lap now. Obviously, if he needs to keep the championship, he needs a good result here today. And he comes to the lines P3, so that is... So the championship order is the top 3 right now. Whoa. So, he has a chance, if something happens to the guys ahead of him and he wins this, he is in the fight again with 4 rounds to go after this race. I am now going to jump back onto Cone since he's on mediums. And I'll see what he can do, as he's just got the tricky sector 3. That's Ken starting his lap on his front stretch. Super Thomas, no, that's Lupus, who's probably in lap. And the car ahead of him is Matt's. Collins comes to the line now. Will he beat his teammate who's already on P7 on mediums and goes P2? What a stunner by Collins! He goes literally only a tenth behind Sniper on the harder compounds. Wow. As Masiek's going to start his lap now because he must have invalidated his first. Sorry about that, just a bit of a personal thing going on there. Just gonna invite Liver now, who's due. Oh my word, Masiek's has crossed out. I just about to go to the pause menu and I saw this in the corner of my eye. Masiek is out of qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. As Ken's gone P2 when I've missed that. Martino's gone for another lap on the mediums. That's a bit of a gamble. Because this mediums are going to be a bit worn now. But Hassan comes to the line, goes P5. Next card across the line will be Super Thomas to start his lap on mediums. Codes comes across the line and he doesn't improve. I'm going to quickly invite Adam when no one else is finishing his lap. As Codes is pushing again, he's going for another lap. But I'm going to see, is Ken going for a lap? Or yeah, he's going to let Wager pass, who is on a lap. We'll jump on board with him. He's half a tenth up into sector 2. Can you get anywhere near the front runners right now? As yellow flags, just a Ferrari and just Alpha Tauri getting out of the way for the cars. As Wager gets around the last corner, coming to the front stretch now. What is his time going to be? It's a 1:6.3 for half a tenth quicker than Sniper. So he could be on for another pole position here today, Wager, unless Sniper pulls out a great lap. He's currently already out on the track. I'm going to stick Lupus is going to be, I think, Lupus or Super Thomas. Super Thomas will be the first car to finish the lap currently. But I think he's abandoned this lap as he's getting set to start a new one. Thanks for the camera models there. So you've got a Tapper on a lap, you've got Lupus. Super Thomas has gone for one lap, now he's going for his proper lap. You've got Libba who's joined, Liam who's joined. So we're on to 13 drivers now. As I'm gonna see, I'll stick to Super Thomas and a Tapper, because actually I'll stick to a Tapper since he's the car ahead. And he's gone purple in the first sector, so he has improved. But I don't know by how much yet. And so we'll stick to him for the sector 2 line. As Routinho is not going to do any more qualifying, he says, so he will be happy with P9, it seems, unless he gets bumped down. Tapper's come to the sector 2 line now. How quick is he now compared to what his first lap? He's down in his time at 20 milliseconds. Now he's just got the last tricky sector 3 to go through. Comes to the line, brakes, takes into 5th, downshifts twice to 3rd, and sticks to it around these. Into short shift 4th, comes around the final corner now. Will he get any better and any closer to the top 3? No, he doesn't. He only improves a bit, but he's only P5 at the moment. Super Thomas goes P9 on the mediums. But now let's go to Sniper, who's a 10th and a half up. He's only got the tricky sector 3 to go. Is Sniper going to snatch pole away from Wage now here? The Sniper has just got the tricky sector. I think that's Super Thomas. Or Lupus. But I warned it as Super Thomas it was. He's crashed out. Sniper comes to the line and it's a 1:16.1. He beats Wage by a 10th and a half. Now Wage has one lap to try to react back to him. So So this quality could be up for a twist, and that is Sniper's only lap. It's going to be his last attempt now, because he won't get back to the pits and get out in time. But then you've got Wagner, Ken, Cones, a Tapper. A Tapper might be able to get another run in, because obviously I can't see the timing at the moment, because of the glitch. We have 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. So Sniper could maybe get for one more lap. As goes Libenau, Libenau's out in the pits for... He'll be oh Jesus, just had a stroke there. Libenau is currently going out for his first laps after joining mid-session, and he is Valtteri Bottas apparently today, since he has Bottas's helmet. Yep, we've got a Valtteri Bottas on the scene today. Pardon me. As Hassan is on his outlap, he'll be the first car to start his final flyer, so we'll stick on board with him. As hopefully he keeps it in the limits and gets a good lap, since he could be in for shot of the top 3 if he gets a good pace. And he starts the lap now, the Aston Martin driver. He has clear track ahead of him, so it's perfect for him. So all the cars are coming out of the pits now, but so he'll have a clear track as he into third one. Misses the curb in, takes the curb in the second corner, and keeps going round the flat right-hander. Keeps revving the hell out of it into 6th and into 7th now. Sniper retires in the pits. He knows he can't make another lap, so he has to hope no one can improve his time. Hassan's 4 attempts down, and he's abandoned it. So he's going to go for another flyer. He's going to save the RS and tyres and go for it. But that is Libenau, who will now start the lap now. Here's his only lap in this qualifying session. So here comes the turn 1 now. How aggressive will he be on the curbing? Takes the outside takes a lot of the curbing on the inside, and the second 2, and then flat around the front right-hander. Keeps it revving to 6th, up to 7th now. To 21.8 for the first sector, which is purple since his first lap on these tyres. Now let's see, what can Adam do in one flyer against the guys who've had all quali? Heads to sector 2, the tricky little uphill corner. Takes a curb on the inside, keeps it flat going. Now he's just got the DRS second straight. Let's see what it is. Wagenhar's just up ahead, so he's backing out to let him pass, so he could get a 2 off of Adam here. Into the tricky sector 3 now. Keeps a lot of curbing, and now avoids the curb complete for this corner. Because more curbing. Now down to shifts. Down shifts again to second. This is Adam's only lap now, but what is it going to be? Because it looks to be a really good one. Being very clean all lap. Comes to the line now with DRS, and it's currently P8 to 17.3. That's his only lap of the session. Who is leading the train? Is that Coles? Coles is leading the train, but he's invalidated, so he will not be able to get anywhere near. Hassan will be the next car, and then behind him, I think that is Liam. Yes, the mediums I saw for a second, and he's abandoned it. So Liam will stick on board with him now. He's got on mediums for his first flyer, and his only flyer. And so we're going to have a lot of cars coming across the line in just a few seconds. There's a lot of curve and lean for this corner. And he's going to keep it going into the tricky left or right-hander. Now, what's Liam's time going to be on the mediums? The best medium runner is Coney Cones, who's not going to improve from P4. And comes to the line now. It's a P8 for Liam. Car behind him, Lupus, goes P4. Is Ken going to get anywhere near pole? Yes, he snatches it away from Sniper. Oh, that's Tapper's pitting. That's his challenge. Now, the only car that can go for pole is Wagener. But I know he's finished him. So Wagener missed out, I've realised. So Ken takes pole position for the Spanish Grand Prix. As I completely missed Wagener, missed the cut. So we're just waiting for Hassan and Tapper to get into the pits, and then we can get going. I'm just going to quickly have a drink, or I'm going to mute myself. Just give me a minute. Oh, sorry. So Ken takes pole position here for the Spanish Grand Prix, and then Sniper alongside the two championship rivals going for it yet again. Wagenor's P3, Lupus P4, and then Cones in the mediums. And it's astounding that when he's 4 times slower in pole position on the medium. Atapa, Hassan, Liam, Libenow, Mats, Super Thomas, Coutinho, Massier, and Massiek, who did not get a lap in, unfortunately, after crashing out in quality. So now, obviously, all depends on the strategy, but Cones, if he can make those tyres last, he can have a goal opportunity for today. As we're just waiting for all the cars to pick their strategies, their fuel for the today, because hopefully we should have an entertaining race, unlike real life Spain. Because we had a good race in F1 last season when Loki managed to get his first victory of Ero, and in the wet conditions holding off Julian. I'm hoping it'll be an interesting race today. Just waiting for everyone. Oh, well, see, you finally have a helmet that isn't boring. The original helmet. Let's actually look at Coutinho's helmet then. Yeah, he's actually changed it, obviously. Because he would normally run the standard helmet that you get as I've just noticed he's on hards. Along with Massiek, so it's a bold strategy, but if he can make it work, it will pay out. So we have 3 medium runners, 2 hard runners, and 8 soft runners who obviously start on softs. But Codes is in the best position if he can hold the start off because he's P5 on mediums. And this guy says he can't use no ABS. I call rubbish on that. But no, I really hope we see him in if he wins the F3 championship, he probably will have to win F2 because he is insane in F3 right now. Because I don't know the results, unfortunately, because I was working during it, so I don't know who won that race in F3. If anyone in the comments would like to let me know. So if Ken can hold off for the victory today against Sniper, he will gain 7 points on him. And the gap will be only 4 points between them with 4 rounds to go. Atapa needs a miracle today if he's going to have any chance now. Because he needs at least a podium to keep this championship alive. But Atapa's going to have to push hard here today because obviously is everyone going to do the one stop like everyone else does? Or is anyone going for a bold strategy for a one stop? But as the cars are coming to the grid now. As Ken will lead the way. So I'll give good luck to all the drivers today, and hopefully we'll have a clean, good race for the Spanish Grand Prix. Just waiting for the last car, as Massiek is just going to be the last car on track, who pops up in frame now, in the white Red Bull, remember. Alright, so this Massiek car will get lined up, and then we could get going for the Spanish Grand Prix here today. Alright, so 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights! And we are way for the Spanish Grand Prix, and Ken does not get the good start. Sniper's going to get the inside line. And Sniper's going to have the inside line coming into turn 1, but as further back it's going to be 3 wide, but we'll stick to these 2. And Sniper's going to hold it just as he just got, and Sniper takes the lead. As further back, Liam's making moves and Cole's up in position already. There's like a little squabbling going on there. But obviously the big point is Sniper takes the lead against his championship rival now. But now the question is Ken going to be able to attack back on him? But I'm interested to see what Corn can do, since his mediums are going to be a slower tie at the start, but they will start picking pace up when the softs dry off. So we could see a Ferrari winning F2 for the first time this season. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, since we're only on lap 1 of course. So 33 laps here of the Spanish Grand Prix. We're going to have a look at position changes to see who's got the best place. As it's Super Thomas going up 3 positions from P11 to P8. So good moves by him, or the AlphaTauri driver. And the lowest is Hassan and Libanal have dropped 2 positions. As we start lap 2 now is Ken, I think just going to be saving ERS to keep up to the Sniper. Sniper doing the same tactic. It looks like no one's in the move, so we could be on for a DRS train here at Spain. But the Sniper is slowly inching away from Ken. So could Ken get away before the DRS gets fully activated? To find out, obviously, Sniper is got obviously Ken, it's cool, it's Wage now, all behind them, riding the pounds. Spain is one of those tracks. It's boring in real life as we've got yellow flags as Lupus is out the race. Oh, that's a huge crash for him. I think I know what he's done. I think he's hit the curb on the right or the curb on the left and just went flying into the wall. Lupus, unfortunately, from his P4 position on the grid, that's probably one of his best qualifyings, to unfortunately fall down to out of the race and no points for him. As none of the guys are going to pit on the front. But obviously I really hope none of them will get a drive through for today. Since that would ruin their race already. Hassan's pitted! And now Hassan's going to hope the virtual safety car will stay for at least just a little bit longer. I'm curious what he's going to do now. Let's stick on board and see. He's going for medium, so he's going for the 2-stop. So he might be going for another pair of softs at the end. But he'll have to do a lot of pace pushing on those mediums to get back up to the pack. As the virtual safety car should be going any second now. But obviously it's going to be interesting to see what Sniper does if he starts pushing. Will he just try to get away as DRS enabled? No one gets the drive through, thankfully. And we're racing again here at Spain. As obviously the top 4 have pulled away as a Tapper got caught up massively during the virtual safety car. And look at Corns! It's all over Wagedale now, crawling all over him. As Wagedale makes a mistake, and Corns is the P3! Corns, that was a great chance for the race today. Now he's got to stay in DRS with Ken. But obviously that's going to be very hard with Ken on form like this right now. He knows the championship could be up for grabs. And Collins does not get DRS. Is Wagedale going to come past him now here? As Wagedale's got a lot more straight line speed. And just as too far back. Right about Liam and Tapper right next to each other. And it looks like no one's going to make any moves here after the virtual safety car came back in. But we'll have to wait and see, obviously, because Coens will have strong pace, but same with Ken and its Sniper. Sniper had a bit of a lock up there, I saw, and Ken's went a bit wide as well. So Sniper takes a much wider line for that corner, while Ken goes for much tighter. Well, if you notice the timing, Ken is slowly losing touch to Sniper. But Ken is using splashes of ERS to catch back up. As Spain is one of those tracks where you can't overtake, you can only overtake if you're 100% committed. And obviously you need to know if you're going to make the move definitely stick. Yellow flags, as that is Libanal! He span out. He's gonna get it going and start and gets back in P11. Ken now is the fastest car on track. Wage now is the fastest car on track. And here comes Ken! Sniper defends the inside. Is Ken gonna get around the outside? He does lay on the brakes and he takes the position. Ken takes back the lead from Paul, and Wage now just can't get past the Tapper and Liam are side by side, it looks like there for seconds. So we've got loads of battles over here, but Liam has the greater chance since he's on mediums, don't forget. Just give us 2 seconds. Oh, sorry, just my headset was just dying there, so I had to plug it back in. Oh, so Ken takes the lead again and is starting to pull away now. So yeah, he's pushing now with DRS, so he knows he needs to get away before DRS in the main straight. But Sniper, I feel like, might hang back and just stick in DRS now. Obviously, is Liam gonna look for a move? No, he's just too far back, and he could make it. He could make the move on the start finish line. Ooh, bit of a wiggle there for Liam. Because Spain's one of those tracks, if you get a little bit more curbing or turn too quick, you will lose the car completely. And we now start lap 5 now, lap 6 now. Ken is in the lead after starting, and is pulling away as he's the fastest car on track now. By a full 10th. The DRS will help Sniper catch up, but can he keep up to Ken in the sector 1, sector 2? Corns is still holding off Wage now, who's getting probably a bit frustrated and getting held back by a guy on mediums. Because Ken just has a much better pace in sector 2 and sector 3. As Ken might get DRS away from Sniper, who will be under attack from Corns if that happens. And obviously this will open the championship up with 4 rounds to go. If Ken can win here today, and Sniper only P2. That's if Sniper's... Oh, bit of a wriggle there. Ken nearly loses it. I can tell he backed off throttle. I'm going to go back to Liam, because is he going to make a move again? As a bit of a massive lockup cloud for some reason. Alright. But let's see. Sniper is much further back now, but is Corns going to make an attack, or will he just stick to this DRS train now, since it's working for him, and he's holding up holding off Wage now brilliantly. I said, Ken pits! Ken's come into a 2-stop! That is quite... Wow, that's actually quite a shock. I did not expect Ken to go for it. Liam's gonna go past the Tappy here for P4 now. So his medium split now. I'm gonna see what tyres is he putting on. Yes, Ken's going for a 2-stop. He's gone for mediums as a Tappy hits the curb and loses more time. So that is quite a bold strategy by Ken. Because Sniper and Wage are definitely doing a 1-stop. Same with Corns, but Corns is on the mediums, so he won't. Yeah, he'll have to run the hard unless he pushes to the stops. But we'll have to wait and see, because Ken's gonna have to do a monstrous task now to get anywhere near. Because I definitely know Sniper and Wage are not gonna pit now. They will go for another 4 or 5 laps and then go for mediums, I bet, to the end. So, we are now going to stop lap 8 now, and Sniper takes the lead again after Ken decided to pit and go for a 2-stop here today. As the Sniper's going to come in now, so Sniper's committing to the 2-stop too, because there's no way 20 mediums can last this long, so he'll have to pit again. And now Corns takes the lead of the race, as after Ferrari with Tito in the last corner. Is he? No, he's going to keep it going, thankfully no damage it looks like, but he's going to lose position to Masiek and Ken. Ken is obviously just pushing, as Sniper's only coming out the pits now. Is Sniper going to hold position? And Sniper's overcut him. Ken trying to hold him off in the undercut, but Sniper's done the overcut and will take the lead when all the guys ahead pit. Great strategy great player by Sniper now, but obviously now he has to hold off the ramping Ken, who's really good around this track, it looks like. But now, you keep an eye on the gap for P1 and P2. This is when the mediums are going to start being into their elements. And the softs are going to start dying off slowly. So Cones might have a comfortable lead now, and Wayshaw doesn't have any ERS I've noticed either, so he's D-rating already before the straight. So Cones has a comfortable buffer right now, he just needs to keep pushing on the mediums. Unless he's going hard, as Cones now goes fastest on track now, so it shows the mediums have come into their elements. As yellow flags, that's oh, Masiek! He's curved. It's the same thing as Libba now. But Ken now goes fastest. And here he comes. Is Ken gonna go for a move on Sniper? Sniper moves late to the inside. But Ken just off the straight line, so he's to go around the Williams. And back into P6. The net race lead when all the guys have to pit ahead. But it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. Super Thomas is now all over a Tapper. The softs are slowly dying off, as you can tell, just by the pace. There's a bit of a moment where Thomas manages to back up and hold it, but he's lost a few tenths to a Tapper. Oh, this race could end anyway now, because I don't know if the mediums can last 24 laps around this track. So if the softs die off really quickly, I think these two are going to have to be going for a two-stop. But we'll have to wait and see. They might go for a gamble, like Sniper always loves. And Wade's not pits in now. And Masiek's the first penalty of the day. But I'm curious, what is Wade not going to be able to do? Because he's had DRS of cold for the last few laps. As there comes Ken, and Super Thomas blitzes into P3. Wade's in the pits now. Ken and Sniper are coming down the start-finish line. Ken goes even faster now. And Wade's going to lose a lot of time, but here comes Sniper! And Sniper takes back P5! As I'm going to watch that, so Hassan's going to be attacking with Adam here, and Hassan takes P9. So this race has got a lot of overtaking already. As you got Ken and Sniper absolutely going head to head for the win here today. You got Wade now, who's unfortunately lost nearly 3 seconds to the cars ahead of him. But these two were fighting, he could catch up slowly. And now Cones has got a 7-second buffer between him and Liam. And he's on the mediums, which can go for a long time compared to the softs. But so Tapper's now the only guy in the top 5 who has not pit from the softs. But I think he should be pitting this lap, it looks like. And no, I think Tapper's going for the one stop. And he has DRS now, so he can just sit in Super Thomas's DRS and get dragged along. So this race could be a bit of a tactical one. Who's going to win this day? As I'm going to stick to Ken now. Ken's just too far back to make a move hit this time. As these two have been loving taking each other on the start-finish straight. As Libanow finally pits now and will be unfortunately in 12th position, which is last. And pits for the Williams. Yes, they are doing the one-stop for Mercedes. But I'm surprised it's Libanow who pits first. But we'll have to see how this plays out now. We'll see. But I'm just amazed that these two are sticking so close to each other, and they are slowly inching closer to Tapper and Super Thomas ahead. I just looked like Liam had slowed down a bit there, it looked like. It was just a little glitch on my part. As Collins will start lap 12 now, leading the Grand Prix comfortably. There's nearly an 8-second buffer between him and Liam. And then Super Thomas, and then a Tapper who's now pitting. So the car I think he needs to watch out for is going to be Hassan, I feel like, because he might be onside. Now Sniper's just too far, as Wejnor is now starting to get into his pace. He's done fastest lap with no DRS. But he has no ERS now. His yellow flags, that's Masiek. He spun out, but he's kept it going. It looks like no damage on the car, you can see. As now, Cohen's just in a world of his own, just enjoying the Spain track. Fortunately, we don't have the new layout of the Spanish Grand Prix that was used in real life. But obviously, apparently this track, some people do prefer. So your top three is still Cohen's, Liam and Super Thomas on the mediums they started on the race. Then you have Sniper and Ken who pitted on lap 8 and 7. So it was quite early, I felt like, for the mediums. But we'll have to see what these two can do, since these two are really good at saving their tyres. Especially Sniper, who's the soft mediums for nearly 25 laps at Australia. Currently you have Wager, he's just trying to catch up, but let's see, he's got no ERS to attack with, even if he does catch up. So he's going to have to stay at save if he's going to try and keep to these guys. Then it's Witinho, who has not pitted from the hard he started on. Then Hassan, a tapper, who he's got a big mountain ahead of him to get anywhere near the championship, because he knows if he drops points today, it's going to be a big, very hard climb to get up to the top step. The tapper has not won a race this season, as Liam gets 3 seconds, as his teammate has won twice. As Adam won the Singapore Grand Prix and the French Grand Prix, as he's got no helmet on right now as well, I've just noticed. As Wijnar gets 3 seconds. So he is catching the guys ahead, but he's not going to stick to them thanks to the penalty now. But I just look at the Ken and Sniper ahead of him, like they're just fighting so close around this track. Meanwhile, Coles has increased his gap by another second. Super Thomas is in the pits, so he's going for the hards. And I'm watching Sniper now. As look how the clouds are coming. It's very dark. I don't know the weather, unfortunately. But it looks like there could be a chance of rain here today in Spain. But we'll have to wait and see, because the clouds don't always tell the story. The Super Thomas is going to become behind Hassan and Atapa fighting, and Atapa gets the position into P7. Super is just behind these two, so Atapa's gone for the undercut, and it's worked for him. That's weird. I'm just saying, Super Thomas has gone for another set of mediums. I definitely feel like there is rain due in this race, because I'm thinking that's why the top Sniper and Ken have gone for mediums. So could we see a bit of an interesting race to the end, because it looks like it could rain. But I don't know the weather, and no one said anything in the chat, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm going to have a quick check now, as I'll stick to cones. As unfortunately no weather had been discussed in the chat, so I don't know what the weather could hold, but it does look like there is a chance for rain. But we'll have to wait and see. As now, Wagener in DRS with these two, they've been fighting so hard with each other. Wagener has managed to slowly creep back up, but he doesn't have the ERS like the two ahead of him. So Wagener's going to be under, if he gets past, he's going to be overtaken straight as Super Thomas gets past Hassan for P8. He's not way behind him, and he's just blitzed him into P8, sorry. Ooh. Oh, poor me. Oh, I've got a tired there. Oh. As Massiette gets another time penalty, unfortunately, today in the Red Bull. But it's amazing. Coles is now 10.3 ahead of Liam. And there was the leader. I think he might be just a little bit behind of a full pit stop between the. I think a pit stop's around 20 seconds around here. So he will he won't be that far off actually, the guys who have to pit. As I've just noticed Liam's pitted. Yes, there is definitely rain. If Liam's gone for mediums, there is definitely rain during the race. So, when is this rain going to happen? Because Liam would have not have gone for mediums if the rain was not coming. That's why Watino's probably gone for the hards. And Liam's just going to come behind it. As meanwhile, Super Thomas gets past a tapper now for P7. He's on a push after getting undercut by a tapper. And now he has Liam and Watino in his sights. But look at these three. They're sticking so close to each other now. Sniper leads the train with Ken behind and Wage now. These three are just in the same class, it seems. But I'm curious, because I don't think Ken wants to overtake Sniper. That's why he's not pushing. As Mats gets 3 seconds out of that 3-second time penalty. I don't know. I just had a dumb moment. But the gap now between Sniper and Cones is 17 seconds. But this is when the tyres are going to start the grade for Cones now. So Cones, I think, is just trying to make it for the wet period. Because why else would Liam pit for mediums again? So there is definitely weather coming in this race. But the big question is, when is the weather going to come? Whereas Liam is going to get past Watino for P5 now. And he's on mediums, remember, who just pitted. So it's definitely going to have some sort of weather effect. Or unless he has committed for a 2-stop, which is very aggressive. But now Watino has to deal with Super Thomas, who's been flying on those new pair of mediums. Past a tapper, past Hassan. And it's now catching Watino on the Ferrari. These three are just so close to each other, they just won't let each other go. And Wager's actually been able to save DRS now by staying in the DRS train. So lap 18, Coles has a 16-second gap right now. Sniper's cutted by nearly a second by this lap. As Ken made a bit of a mistake there, he's lost at least a few tenths behind Sniper. As we head into, as these guys are going to be there, Living Out gets another penalty today. And Ken just catching it brilliantly on the stretch, but just can't, obviously won't go for a move. Liam now gets fastest lap now on the fresh mediums. But he used all these ERS as well. That could be the final fastest lap, unless these three have pace stored up ready to go. But I know Sniper does, but there's Ken and Wage now. Oh man, this race has got everything. You don't know what's going to happen. It looks like the weather's unpredictable. Because unless Sniper and Ken can manage their tyres to the end, because Wage now has got 3 left older, fresher tyres than the guys ahead of him. So this could work back into his favour if he can manage the tyres compared to the top 2 ahead of him. As I said, he had a bit of a moment there, and he might lose DRS because of that. But I think he's just going to stay in the DRS window. As he will, he's just over 9 tenths behind. But Coles is now a 15.3 now ahead. So his tyres are starting to degrade. But I feel like he is trying to push to the weather. Because it's getting much darker around the Catalonia. On the left side of the track it's getting worse. Wait now, as Sniper! Sniper spun out, he's hit the curving! I think he's took too much curve on the exit of 1 and 2. And he's unfortunately spun out. So Snipers now has a bit of a gap now, has the build up, get 6 seconds back between Ken, Wagner and Sniper. So Ken has a chance to take the lead right now. No, not the lead. He'll be much closer. Because Sniper will only get 10 points at the moment. That's no, not 10 points, sorry, 12 points. So 6 points difference right now. But that's just well, Ken Cones has to pit. He has loads of ERS to burn, but Ken he has to push a lot and hope something happens to the guy because he's 15 seconds ahead. Well, not 20 now. Now I'm curious, is Wage not going to do it? Yes, he is. He's going for it, and he's going to take P2 away from Ken. So with Sniper gone, obviously Ken has no DRS now. But as I was going to say, like, is Super Thomas going to make a move on Martino here? And look how much speed he's got compared to Martino. And he's gone for the inside, and Super Thomas is at P6. He's having a great race so far, that AlphaTauri driver. As a tap at 3 seconds, as Super Thomas is up 5 positions after pitting. So the P6, and now he's got Liam in his sights ahead of him. Yellow flag, Masiek again. He did the same incident what Tino did, but he's kept, again, no damage and kept it going. Oh, this race could shake up to something at the end. But I don't know what, because Cones is definitely waiting the weather out. And he has a lot of ERS, so this is working in his favour here. You have Wage now and Ken now fighting, as Wage now gets 3 seconds now. He's got onto another 3 second penalty, so he's on the 6 seconds. But he's gone fastest on track right now. And Ken's not going to be able to get him, but he has a lot more ERS. And Sniper just can't get near these two now. The gap was 6.3 when he spun, but now it's 7.3. So Sniper without DRS, and obviously the same amount of tyres, the tyres ahead, he is struggling as Hassan pits. So I feel Hassan is going for another pair of mediums for the end of the race now. But he's gone for softs. He's gone aggressive for the last few laps of the race. As there goes Limino into P10 now. As oh hello, the rains have started falling. We have rain here at Catalonia. As look at Cones' Hill, you can see the droplets of rain. This could cheer up the race now. Cones has a chance to get a pit window ahead. He's 11 seconds ahead of Wage now. But this is when the track is going to start getting more slippery. So, obviously, just keep pushing until the conditions worse. Ken's out of DRS now. So the track is definitely getting more slippery. Yes, there is the proper rain now. We're on to lap 22. Obviously 11 laps to go, and the rain has decided to come and play now. So we could see a big change here for the Spanish Grand Prix. Cones is 9 seconds ahead, but his tyres are struggling in these conditions. Because his tyres are 21 lap old. But he needs to, as you can tell, he's going very cautious. He's lost 2 seconds in the one sector. And yellow flags Hassan spins out. The conditions getting much slippery. And now, oh, that was Martino. That's not Martino, that's Cones. He's got a puncher. That's what he does. Cones has a puncher before the wet conditions open. That's unbelievable. Unlucky for him. And there's Wagenaw. Wagenaw will take the lead of the Grand Prix now. And Cobb 21 laps on the mediums, and unfortunately his tyres and hopes blow up there. But now the question is, what tyres does he go for? As a yellow flag says, Liam, he spun out! Now I'm curious, is Cones going to go for a gamble or will he have to go for softs? I see he comes into the pits now with his puncher. He's gone for inters. And a front wing change. I unfortunately missed his puncher, unfortunately. But now he has to hope the track gets wetter now, or he's not going to have a chance of a podium. So Wagenaw could be on for his first victory this season. Yes, he has the penalties, but he could get a good enough gamble because he's pulling away from Ken. Sniper, I'm surprised they've not decided to follow Cones, but the gamble to get back in the race. But Cones now needs to get those tyres warmed up and hope the track gets wetter to get more grip on him. Because he might lose out on the overcuts from the guys ahead. As there, Liam now is pitting along with Inters, but the Inters aren't going to be warm enough yet. It's going to be managing their temperatures and see what happens. As I'm going to go back to Wage now, what is he going to do? Since he is now the lead car on track, is he going to follow? No, he's going to keep going. Is Ken? Yes, Ken's going to follow along. Now, does Sniper follow him, or will he do the opposite? And he will follow along with them. So I don't think it's Inters yet. And you might be right, because Matt is pulling away from Cones. And look at Cones, he's struggling. So, has Cones made a bit of a gamble here, and it hasn't worked out for him? Oh, this career, you don't know who the top three are going to be at this point, because you never know. A golden strategy could save someone's race. Like Super Thomas, he could get a podium today. You never know what's going to happen here, but the guy I'm surprised at is Martino. He's on the hards, which aren't very good in the rain, but he's actually keeping good pace up with Super Thomas. So he could be on for a standout race here. Yes, because Cones is just 4 seconds to the cars ahead. So his Inters are definitely not up to temperature yet. But now, this is going to be this is the crossover period still, definitely. But Cones' tyres are going to come into life soon. And that's when the guys ahead must stop thinking about pitting. But Wagenor is just pulling away from Ken. So he is much better in the changing conditions. But remember, he has 6 seconds of penalties. Unless he will appeal for one of them, it could be removed. But he has shown his mastery in these sort of conditions. Is this the old Wagenor's return in the last part of the season? The F2 champion from last season will not get the crown this season after unfortunately a very bad luck. As Cohen's now 16 seconds behind of Matt. And Limonow's got past him. Oh, Cohen's unfortunately, who had a podium in his grasp, had a puncher rock him out of it. But unfortunately, the rain's come out and he got a puncher and he had to go for Inters because obviously he didn't want to gamble going on stops. Because the rain isn't heavy enough yet, but is it going to? Remember, Cohen's tyres lasted 21 laps before puncher. Ken Sniper's tyres are going to go past the 21 button. So that's going to be something to watch as well, obviously, because their tyres could let go with only a handful of laps to go. As there's Hassan's ghost car, who's unfortunately been the first car to be lapped here, who's on the Inters. And he's not moving the race line for Martino. Yeah, Cohen's, he's got a feel for Cohen's though. He could have been his first podium here in F2 since last season in Brazil. But he just doesn't have the grip at all. The track just isn't wet enough for Inters, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, he's going to lose out a huge ton of time. As you never know, it could just be a passing shower, and obviously it could end. But Wagenor has now got half the gap he needs. So, Wagenor could actually have a chance for victory today if he can pull another 3 seconds. As now he's catching Liam, who's an Inters, who gets out the way handsomely and out in great time. Now, Ken actually... No, Ken's just too far back. He won't get DRS off Liam. Unless Wagenor somehow gets DRS. That's probably is to have it. And that'd be a bit glitched. But Sniper could get the podium still, but he will lose out 3 points to his championship rival instead of 8. Or 7, I'm addicted, sorry. As there goes Liam, as Ken gets past Liam now. The gap is 3.5 now. Can Wagner actually get this gap onto 6 seconds before the end of the race? He's done that in 1 lap. And obviously, if he keeps this up, he will have the 6-second buffer he needs. As Wagner, as Collins is still struggling, the track just isn't wet enough. His Inters doesn't work yet. As you can tell, just listen to him feathering the throttle on these Inters who just are still cool, it looks like. But no, you know when the DRS gets disabled, that is when the Inters are starting to come into their own element. And the Tapper now passes the ghost of Hassan, who's unfortunately lapped. But Coutinho's lost touch to as Massey gets 3 seconds. A corner cutting. Coutinho has lost touch to Snipe to Thomas, but Coutinho's after 26 left old. So, and especially during these, they're going to get much colder than the mediums. Sniper gets past Liam, who lets him by without any problem. As we now have 5 laps to go. Wage now is 3.6 ahead now. He needs another 2.4 to seal the victory without any penalty removals. But he has 5 laps to pull 5 seconds. Oh. Okay, sorry about that, my headset just died there for a second. So, Wagedown does need to pull 2.5, but he's not pulling any more time, because I think this is when the mediums are going to start dying off, in these, especially in these conditions. So unless something happens to Ken, Wagedown's going to have to settle for P2, unfortunately, so he will not get a victory again today. But you never know, especially the track being this damp and wet, it's literally like Russia all over again. In real life. That's right, the gap's now 4 seconds now, so is Sniper... No, not Sniper. Is Ken gonna have to push now to keep up? Massey at pits and it's gone for Inter. He feels like Inter's are now the tyre. But I don't know, because Cones is still struggling to catch. As Watini got 3 seconds. Oh, that's a tapper! I just cut to a tapper at the right time and he spins out in the sector 3. And Hassan spins out! He went back for mediums! It is definitely getting wetter! We have 4 laps to go and the track is getting... Look at the camera, you definitely can tell it's getting wetter. So now, I feel the guys, the top 3 guys, are not going to pit. They are going to the end on the mediums. So Wagenaw needs to make his call very delicate, but he needs to keep going. But Wagenaw has shown how good he is in the changing conditions. He's now 4.2 with 3 laps to go when he crosses 4 laps to go when he crosses the line. And you remember he has penalties, so if he can pull another 1.8, he has his first win of the season. As Ken is struggling now with the tyres because the 3 lap all different is what is I think helping him here. Since I'm thinking Ken and Sniper and they're in the pit window when Cones had his puncher. As now the gap is 4.4 now as we start lap 30. Wagenaw could do this if he gets a good clean exit out the corners. Collins is still not able to catch the guys as there is Hassan who pitted back for mediums. Just look how much different they are, how quick they are. Hassan made a bit of a mistake there because of the ghosting. But Wagenaw is 4.4 ahead still, so I think he's much better in Sector 2 than Ken, sorry. As who's that just pitting? There's 2 cars in the pit. Super Thomas has gone for Inters. That is a very bold strategy because Super Thomas and Moutinho think it's Inters now with 3 laps to go. As a Tapper is going to get ahead of Coutinho, but now Tapper is going to be delicate on the throttle. Because the track is much wetter, you can tell. As Ken's made a mistake here, it's now 5 seconds to gap now. As look how wet it's getting. We only have 2 and a bit laps to go here. And these guys are going to go to the end on the dry tyres. No way, just pitting. He's nearly crashed in the pit wall, on the pit wall. So now everyone's going to be pitting for the Inters. Wayshaw needs to do this all over again. Yes, everyone's pitting. We're going to have a 2-lap showdown between Wayshaw, Ken and Sniper. Wayshaw had a 5.5 second gap when he got to the pits. As Masic's is going to overlap himself now. As Wayshaw is going to be 5.9. He actually could do this here. Wayshaw could be on for his first victory here today. If he can just get the pace going on his Inters. It'll be his first win of the season and his first one since last season. As Super Thomas gets past Matsu. Ken gets 3 seconds. That could seal it for Wayshaw. And then Sniper, can't he do anything? He's 7 seconds behind. So I don't think so. Liam's the car ahead of him. He should get out of the way for a Sniper in a good position. As he does end to the left, gets him past. But Wayshaw is on course for his first win of the season. And Hassan retires. He's crashed out. Oh, no, he's retiring on track. That's what he did. Alright, if you saw that, champ, I'll let you know about that. But Wayshaw has just got a few more corners to wriggle through, and he's just got another 2 laps to go after this. He is 6.6 ahead, but remember, now Ken has 3 seconds added to his time. So now this is going to throw up the strategy window. So Ken needs to get within 3 seconds now if he's going to have a chance to win. But he has 7 seconds right now. Unless something happens to Wayshaw, this is his. I would have never expected him after what happens. I just nearly jinxed it. He's had a huge moment in turn in the fat right hander. You felt like he saw the car kick out for a second. As Wayshaw, I think, is starting to struggle a little bit now because his car is starting to flail around slightly. But Wayshaw only has 1.5 laps to go of Catalonia. I did not expect him to win from where he started, obviously, on the grid, compared to the guys ahead of him. He then managed to he got overtaken by Cones, but just stuck behind them. And then, I can't remember what happened after that, because something happened. Oh yeah, he pitted a few laps later in the top 2. He lost 3 seconds in the process. But he's clawed it all back to stick to them. Snipe him in the stick, then he got past Ken and just pulled away from Ken. As Wayshaw starts the final lap here today of Catalonia. As DRS is being disabled now, it is definitely the Inters now for the end. Wayshaw is currently 7.2 ahead of Ken. Sniper's currently P3 with a healthy gap between him and Super Thomas. But Super Thomas should get driving to do because he's had a storming drive. From P11 to P4. Especially around a track like this. He even managed to get another pit stop ahead of Latino. As Wayshaw just knows he needs to finish his lap and it's his first victory of the season. So he will have a good flourish. Into sector 2 now. He's being very cautious. Takes the throttle. Let's go. Brakes. As DRS is not activated at all now for the end of the race. Washaw's just got 1 more sector to go. And this will have his victory name all over it. As he comes around into sector 3 now. He's just got 3 more corners to go. And he's gonna do it. Wayshaw with a stunning drive here at Catalonia. to win the first race of the season. And thankfully he finally gets it today. Ken is going to follow along in P2, cuts the gap by 3 points to Sniper. The Sniper's going to hold on for P3 in the wet conditions. Super Thomas, probably my driver of the day, will go P4. We'll have to see what Javier picks for driver of the day, unfortunately, obviously. As he comes across the line now to finish P4. Masek and Liam will get a 1 point today. It's a great solid drive by Super Thomas today. After start P11. Coutinho's P5. Good result for him, but he went 7 positions also. And we have Matt Coles. Unfortunately, his puncher completely ruined his race. He had to go for Inters and they just weren't wet enough. It wasn't wet enough. As Coles will finish in P7 today. And then, God damn it. Matt goes down to P6. Also, Coles goes to P6, actually, sorry. So, Matt, and then a Tapper, Libanau, and Liam. Oh, wow, so... So, Wijnal gets the first victory this season for the F2 defending champion, who fortunately will lose his crown at the end of the season. But is it going to be Ken or Sniper? Because Atapa now has a huge hurdle to climb up now to get anywhere near these two. So Wijnal just managed his tyres brilliantly today to win. Ken's P2, Sniper P3. It's a traditional podium, but this time Wijnal gets the top step. Then Super Thomas, a great solid drive by him to obviously get P4. And then Coutinho, Coles unfortunately having the puncher, and then that unfortunately ruined his race. So yeah, the pit for Inters, it was way too early. You got Matt, a Tapper's got a huge hurdle now, so he could be out of the championship fight. Unless something happens to the top two. Then Libanau, P9, Liam, Masiek, Hassan and Lupus for today's race. So that was an interesting race to say the least. But Wijnal, I can tell, is going to be the happiest guy right now. It literally did feel like it was full on Fernando Alonso 2013 today from him. He just pushed and pushed. As I don't think the game's going to really let the game finish. So I'm going to... Oh yeah, it's the glitch again. Okay, bear in mind, it's just in the glitch again, so I'm going to get the top 3 in for a commentary conference before, hopefully the race, so I'm just going to quickly get them in. Just ignore the music, sorry, because obviously it's broke because it's not letting me leave this session. Sniper... Wijnal and Ken. Okay, so they should be joining any second now. Obviously, hopefully we can get them done, their commentary done before. Whew. I'm hoping they will join today, since it was a good race and obviously a good tournament. Oh, hello Ken. We've got one guy here. Hello Ken. I think. Oh no, Wijnal's here. I'm surprised he's not screaming yet. Okay, so we're just waiting for a Sniper, but I don't know if he's going to join because the sprint's just started. So.
This page is not started.
But I know, well, they're on the grid now, so obviously it won't be that long.
Yeah, 23 minutes.
Fair do. Okay, so Wijnal, you're happy today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm like, what was your reaction when you managed to pull away after you getting past Ken?
Yeah, it was like tricky, totally with the tires. It was like hell. My tires was like 80% in front of going to the pit. With not 3 laps to go. It was like pushing, 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 pushing. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just the fact that you managed to catch up to Ken, got past them, and just pulled away before obviously the rain started getting heavier.
Yeah, it was so tricky. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I could tell because I was on your car for a few moments when you nearly lost it on the second last lap.
Yeah, I was drifting.
Yeah, because you were in the flat right hand. I just saw your car just swivel to the right slightly, and oh, that's a great sign. But Ken had some
Yeah.
moments like that as well. I watched because Ken nearly lost the. Yeah, you nearly. I watched you nearly watch the car a few times as well. Yeah. Well, I know, but
Yeah.
it was fun. But obviously, Wage, when you finally got your first race win season, freaking hell! You
Yeah.
finally got your first victory this season.
It's long ago.
Exactly, it was last season. I can't remember what race was it. Brazil?
Canada, I think, because Canada, I won the race and I won the no, not won the race. The race. Yeah.
Oh, God's sake. But no, it is nice to see you back in the winner's circle.
Yeah, I'm now in P8 in the championship. 62
yes.
points.
But now it's gonna 4 races to go. Ken and the Sniper are gonna go down to the wire. It looks like.
Yeah, 8 points.
Yeah, so Ken got 3 points over him today. Yeah. So, you're... Oh, yeah, so you're 7 points behind him.
Yeah, and I had fastest lap, so I get 1 point extra.
Yes, so you got 26 today.
I'm 63.
So I'll ask Ken, obviously, how he feels for the championship now after what happened today's race. Obviously, with Sniper's mistake, you don't see often. Yeah, because I was looking at the front of the car and all of a sudden I just see a car spin up. Oh, no, wait, that's Sniper. Yeah, but Wagner, at least you finally broke your freaking streak off. See what happened in your first 6 races.
More. I have DNF streak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have in total 8 of the 13.
And you're probably P8 as well, so that's a bit of a coincidence.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could actually get you could probably go for top 5 if you keep this momentum going.
Yeah. With 4 races to go, Belgium, Mexico, yeah.
Because I know you're really good at Belgium last time, I remember.
Yeah, last time Belgium was in rain race and I won.
Yes.
Mexico last season not driven. Australia, I have won.
Yeah, Australia. Let's not talk about that with Sniper because obviously he wasn't very happy about that.
Yeah, he got a puncture in the last lap.
No, it was the last 2 laps. Obviously, he got it. So when he went to the pits, it was on the last lap. But so it's gonna be interesting, obviously. So how do you still feel about Belgium next week? Obviously, because Wade said he likes it in the wet.
It's difficult on this game. It is like because of after Camel Strait.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tricky, but maybe those setups.
If you even touch the curb on the right, you're gone.
Yeah, and this
Oh, well, use the curb in the old spinner.
So it's like on this track on Spain, I use as a setup where I can touch the curves. For me was a little bit like, that's the only thing where I think, there can I win time. And
but obviously the big question I'm going to ask you, Ken, do you think you can get the championship away from Sniper with 4 rounds to go? What? Well, you've got Belgium, Mexico, Australia, and then Brazil as the finale. Yeah, so obviously it'll be interesting to see what happens. Obviously, since next week we've got Belgium, as I've been saying, was one of the best tracks ever. So, and obviously, I can't wait to keep this momentum going, obviously, after winning today.
I hope.
Because I think you went P2 and then you went P1 now, so...
And P3.
Yeah, so you've literally stepped on every type of the podium so far.
Yeah.
Right.
And 2 times 8th place.
And you've had loads of pole positions.
Yeah, but it's most because the competition in F2 gets tighter and tighter. It gets faster and faster.
Yeah, because Ken came in for his first season and he's just astounded everyone. Yeah, Bahrain P2. Yeah, because you went China, you got 8, and then to Singapore you got 2, and then Baku 12, and then you won your first race in Great Britain, and then that's when your momentum started shifting. But you have done really well to catch up to Sniper, who obviously got loads of podiums already.
P3s. 1.
Yeah, but it broke today, so there you go. Yeah, but I'll end the stream now, obviously, so we can try and watch this qualifying for today. Since Lewis is starting last because they got disqualified. But obviously, we'll see us all next week at Belgium. So from me and the top 2 here. So goodbye.